Today I will be talking about network devices. I will be explaining to you what are network devices, examples of network devices, and each of their uses. So let's get started. So the first one, what is network devices? Network devices are physical devices used in communication between different hardware used in computer network. Each device plays a key role based on its functionality and they serve a different purpose at different segments. Today I will be explaining these following network devices: the hub, the repeater, the switch, the bridge, the router, the modem, the gateway, the RJ45 connector, the NIC, and the PCNCIA. So number one is the hub. What is a hub? A hub is the most basic networking device that connects multiple computers or other devices together. Unlike a switch or a router, the hub does not have routing tables or intelligence on where to send the information, so it just broadcasts all information into each connection. While most hubs can detect basic network errors such as data collision, but having all data broadcasted to each port is a security risk and causes bottlenecks. In addition, if the data is sent to all ports, it will make the hub very slow, slower than a switch or a router. Next, we will move on into the repeater. A repeater is an object that reproduces a signal strength in order for the signal to travel far destinations without loss in quality. For example, a repeater that is used to increase the strength and the range of a Wi-Fi signal is called the range extender or the wireless repeater. A range extender is useful in buildings such as a school or a home office or an office where a single router could not reach all areas of the building. Next, we will move on into the switch. A switch is a hardware device that filters and forwards network packets, but is not often capable of much more. A switch is more advanced than the hub, but is not as advanced as a router. Switches for Ethernet are the most common switches today, like my switch. My switch is used to connect my PC to the Ethernet. As you can see on the downside, it says desktop switch. And as you can see, one cable is connected to my PC and the other cable is connected to my router, which is outside my room. Next, we will move on into the bridge. A bridge is the device that connects two lines together or two segments of the same LAN. With the OSI model, bridging happens in the data link layer. For those of you who don't know what OSI means or what data link layer means, OSI, short for Open System Interconnection, is a model developed by ISO in 1978 where peer-to-peer communications were divided into 7 layers. Each layer performs specific tasks or multiple tasks and builds upon the preceding layer until the communications are complete. The data link layer is the second layer in the OSI model, which is layer 2, and it is responsible for transmitting data across a link. Bridges are protocol independent. They forward packets without analyzing or rerouting the messages. In other words, bridging connects two smaller networks to create one big network. With routing, bridging connects two smaller networks, but networks remain independent. Next, we will move on into the router. A router is a hardware device that is designed to receive, analyze, and transfer incoming packets to another network. A router has more capabilities than other networking devices such as a hub or a switch, which can only perform basic networking functions. For example, a hub can transfer data between devices but doesn't do anything or analyze the transferred data. By contrast, routers can analyze the data sent to them, change how it is packaged, and send it over to another network or over a different network. Routers may also be used to convert the packets to another network interface, drop them, and perform other actions relating to a network. Mainly, routers are found in the gateway where there is a network connection. There are 5 router types that I will explain to you today, which is First, the Wi-Fi router or wireless router. The second is the Brouter. The third is the core router. The fourth one is the edge router, and the fifth and last one is the VRP or the virtual router. So the first one is wireless routers. Wireless routers provide Wi-Fi access to devices with Wi-Fi capabilities. They may also provide Ethernet for some wired connections. The second one is the Brouter. A router is just a mix of a bridge and a router together. The third one is the core router. A core router is a router in a computer network that performs or routes data within a network, not between networks. The fourth one is the edge router. An edge router is basically an example of an edge device. On a computer network, the term edge device refers to any apparatus that acts as an entry point into the core of a network. An edge device acts as a checkpoint at the border between countries. For example, if data wants to come into the network, then the edge device will check the data using security measures and is later decided on if the data can come in or is denied. The last one is the virtual router. A virtual router is a router or a backup used in a VRRP setup. VRRP, short for Virtual Router Redundancy Protocol, is a protocol when something goes wrong. Basically, if there is a network downtime, the virtual router will become the main router. Next, we will move on to the modem. A modem has two types, and both of them are very different. The first one is the broadband modem. A broadband modem is a hardware device that connects a computer or a router into a network. This type of modem is commonly found in wireless routers. The second one is the modulator demodulator. A modem is a hardware device that allows a computer to send and receive data along telephone lines. When sending a signal, the modem converts or modulates the analog data into digital data and transmits it over the telephone line. Similarly, when it is received, the modem converts it back to digital data, which the computer can use. Modems are referred to as asynchronous devices, meaning that the device transmits data in an intermittent stream of packets. Once received, the device then takes the data in the packets and reassembles it into a form which the computer can use. Next, we will move on into the gateway. A gateway is a networked device that serves as an entry point into a network. Next, we will move on into the RJ45 connector. Short for Registered Jack 45, RJ45 is an 8-pin connection used in Ethernet network adapters. The cable used for Ethernet LANs are the twisted pair ones, and they have RJ45 connector pins at both ends. Next is the NIC. NIC, short for Network Interface Card, is a computer expansion card used for connecting to the network using an Ethernet cable with a RJ45 connector. Lastly is the PCMCIA. PCMCIA, short for Personal Computer Memory Card Internal Association, is a hardware device that enables additional functionality to a computer, laptop computer, or other portable devices. For example, it can enable a laptop computer or other portable devices to have the ability to connect to a wireless network. And that is all that I have to say. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.